The Hinterkaifeck murders and the Mike Reimer case. Two mysterious killers, no identity.
This double feature presents two of the most mysterious and brutal crimes. The Hinterkaifeck murders in Germany, unsolved for 85 years, and the Mike Reimer case in the United States, which revealed the existence of an unknown serial killer. Both leave behind unanswered questions and victims without full justice. The Hinterkaifeck murders, echoes of horror in Bavaria, 1922. On March 31, 1922, the isolated Hinterkaifeck farm in Bavaria was the scene of a horrific crime that claimed the lives of 5 members of the Gruber family and their new maid. The crime wasn't discovered until 4 or 5 days later, even though the farm appeared as if someone was living there and carrying out daily chores. Ominous signs preceding the tragedy. 6 months prior, the previous maid quit after hearing strange whispering and tapping sounds. One day before the murders, the father found a newspaper he hadn't subscribed to, and the farm's key medallion went missing. Footprints leading from the forest to the house were noticed in the snow, with no returning tracks, suggesting someone was hiding inside. The father, Andreas, refused his neighbor Lorenz's offer to carry a weapon for protection, considering it an overreaction.
The night of horror and the discovery of the crime.
The hidden killer infiltrated the farm, dragging family members one by one to the barn and killing them with an axe. The 2-year-old child and the new maid were killed in their rooms. The crime was discovered when someone arrived to fix the generator, found the dog tied up, and knocked on the doors without a response. He informed his neighbor Lorenz, who entered the farm and found the 4 bodies in the barn. Strangely, Lorenz noticed signs of life in the house, such as a lit fire and dishes in the kitchen, indicating someone had been living in the house after the murders. Initial investigations and the suspect neighbor. Police analyzed the bodies and determined the deaths occurred on March 31st. The neighbor, Lorenz, was the primary suspect due to being the first to report, his closeness to the family, and his rejected marriage proposal to Andreas's daughter. However, the police could not prove his involvement, as witnesses confirmed his presence at home during that period, and there was evidence of another person living in the house after the crime. The investigation continued until 2007 without revealing the killer's identity, and the only child witness remained silent due to his young age.
The Mike Reimer case. A serial killer hiding in the forest, 1985.
In December 1985, a family camping trip turned into a mysterious tragedy in the Nisqually Forest, Washington, where Mike Reimer and his wife Diana disappeared and their 2-year-old daughter, Crystal, was found alone. This case uncovered the existence of a serial killer with a bizarre pattern.
The missing family and the child witness.
Mike Reimer, 36, and Diana, 21, decided to camp in the quiet and isolated Nisqually Forest where Mike had been hunting for years. On the same day, their daughter Crystal was found alone in a Kmart store 32 kilometers away, appearing frightened and refusing to speak. A glimmer of hope from the grandmother. 2 days later, Crystal's grandmother saw the police announcement about the child. She called Mike and Diana with no response, realizing something terrible had happened. When Crystal was asked about her parents, she replied with a single sentence, "Mommy in the trees." Based on this, and what she knew about Mike's love for camping in that forest, the grandmother gave the police Mike's home address to start the investigation. Discovery of the bodies and the mysterious note. 2 months later, Mike's red pickup truck was found covered in snow. Inside, blood was found on the front passenger seat. Searching around the vehicle, Diana's body was found stabbed 17 times with a sock wrapped around her neck. A note was also found reading, "I love you, Diana," in handwriting confirmed by the family as Mike's. Everyone assumed Mike was the killer, especially with his disappearance.
Other victims and Mike's exoneration.
4 months before Mike and Diana's disappearance, specifically on August 10, 1985, Stephen and his girlfriend were killed while camping in the same area. Stephen was found inside his tent, while his girlfriend was later found with a sock wrapped around her neck from the same brand of sock found on Diana's neck. Despite suspicions, the police ruled out Mike as the perpetrator due to a lack of conclusive evidence that the handwriting was definitively Mike's and no logical motive for him to kill his girlfriend, Stephen, and his girlfriend. Mike's fate remained unknown until 2011, when a portion of his skull was found in the forest, revealing he died at the same time as Diana. The unknown killer. These discoveries confirmed Mike's innocence and revealed the existence of a serial killer targeting couples, with a distinctive signature, the sock wrapped around the necks of his victims. Unfortunately, the identity of this killer remains unknown to this day, and it is unclear whether he is still at large. Both crimes serve as a reminder of the complexity of some criminal cases and how mysteries can persist for decades, leaving behind unanswered questions and unforgettable suffering.